Hello, now then, welcome back. This is episode 23 of the Ironglide Iron Teeth hard mode playthrough. Last time we cut the episode a little bit short as I had to go do other things, but we are back to hopefully see the end of this here drought. Water is not the best. I'm hoping that'll last 10 days for 245 beavers. There's some maths there that I cannot do. The skills in my brain do not exist for that. So, in the middle of last time, we basically, I think, found we had some major issues with keeping the planks and, to a degree, the gears, but I think less so, stocked so that we can get at least some things made. That, I think, stems from the fact that we had no storage up here. So the very last thing, or near enough the last thing I did last time, was chuck in these two storages for logs, which I'm going to get filled up by the haulers. Not that we have any. However, I think half of the problem has the potential to be that getting stuff placed, certainly this little area, is a bit more difficult for them to get to, although it is fairly well connected for pretty much everything. I mean, there's going to be one of these up here eventually if there's ever enough planks to connect this into the tube network here so they don't have to go up the stairs, but yeah, it's kind of weird that they are struggling to empty this, although maybe it isn't without these being ticked. But I'm pretty sure these have been turned on. So these beavers should not be walking to God knows where to fix any of that. So I'm not entirely sure why they're struggling to take all these trees down, as they are definitely within range. And they are marked for cutting, as shown here. So could be that we just need to maybe put in some more lumberjack flags. Not sure. It possibly is fairly easy to do here, to be honest, because there's just a path underneath, and we could put one in. Bit more difficult on this side, just for the fact that we have not too much space to put it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So just rip this guy out of the ground. I'd like that doing sooner rather than later. And the path, gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna just place another lumberjack flag there and here when the tree goes. And I'm hoping that they can at least use some of these extra beavers to work on getting, well, I'll say a lot of the trees cut because we still don't have that many, but certainly take these down and maybe build up some bits. Wow, that seems to have helped. Crikey. Alright. Sweet. Seems that was the problem. Alright, well, I'll take that as a win. We'll keep an eye on that because it's still fairly low. We don't actually have that much storage, but being full would be nice. Okay, fine. I will live with that for now. I mean, they've still got stock, so it's probably not a problem. I'm shocked. I'm literally speechless. Anyway, with that done, I don't think that'll improve too much down here, to be fair. Because it's still painful for logs. But yeah, these, let's just get them done. Thank you. Please. So the 6 lumberjacks work in this area alone. Well, as much as they can reach. Obviously they can't get everything here, but they should be able to get most of it. Let's see. I guess we could... They're not going to be able to reach all... Oh, they might do, actually. They may be able to reach some of that. Maybe not all of it, to be fair, thinking about it, but yeah, if we just blast those out if they can. The builders may struggle with it, to be honest, but we'll see what they can get up to. It'd be nice. There's a bit of extra space there for some couple of more trees at least. But we'll see how that goes for them. So, down to 6k water with 9 days to go. I think we're probably going to have a bit of a problem. Guess what's just become really important? We have enough to do this, so please get this done. Ah, they're not going to be able to build that, are they? Can they build that? It doesn't say they can't. How are they going to build that? Oh, I suppose they can come down. Come downstairs. Good. So, yes, please do these really quickly. Thank you. And then in theory, we should be able to... get that built. Guys, we need more pumpers, and I think it's probably also time we consider deepening this before too much longer. So again, this is probably going to be better about the back side or the front side first. I'm not so sure. I guess it's probably just easy to blow this side here. So, we need to be able to get down into this area, which I don't think is still connected. No, it's not. So let's just connect that back in. That should get them down to that level, which is exactly what we need. And so begins what is effectively going to be blasting all this out. Now, this is not as deep as it can go, but it's going to do for what we want it to give us. It's probably going to mess around with how long it takes to open up this area. But I think it's going to be worth that risk, so I'm not sure how deep this is, to be fair. Probably 4, maybe 1. Yeah, okay. It's the worst it could be, I guess, but yeah, we'll worry about that another time. 1-ify all this area, I think. Get rid of what we can get rid of. Don't know what they'll be able to build out of that, but we'll see. Level that off, and I think just for funsies we will 1 all this off as well. We'll get this all to this at least the same level. This should just be dynamite. We probably don't have this much, but we're going to go for it anyway, and this should hopefully give us quite a bit more water capacity. So let's just jump back up here. Please build this as fast as humanly possible. Thank you. Thought I'd set that, but never mind. Followed by that, well, and these stairs. And I guess they're bored because they're already laying dynamite. So either we have more builders than we have... Oh, okay, never mind. So we are now in an interesting situation. So have they actually built everything here? They have. Okay. Well, I wasn't ready for that, so... Okay. We need to delete this scaffolding. And this probably would be easier in any other way than what I'm doing it, but we will soldier through. It would have been probably nice if I'd have done that, but hey-ho, never mind. And to fix this problem, I think we need to also put on another layer of these. Oh good, it does let me do that. Thank you very much. Let's do it from a side view, just to make it a bit easier. No. So that does, in theory, allow us to place a water wheel on here. Which is exactly what we needed to do. We do need to hook in this layer of power, but I'm not going to put these in yet. So this is going to be pretty useless for us, but it's going to be one of those things that's just going to take a little bit of time for them to do. That should allow them to build everything. With that, though, I do need... what have I just built? A path somewhere. Don't know where I put that path, but never mind. We do have 22 vacancies. Why do we have 22 vacancies? Where have they all gone? They shouldn't be all gone, but they have. Never mind. Water pumpage. Probably a tad overkill, but can't really do much about it. Yeah, I'm not too sure where they've all disappeared to. So 6 days and just under 5,000 water. We are going to be pretty damn close, I think. What are you struggling with? Okay, you can't get to that, so good news. What are you missing? Do we need scrap? Not really. Still a little bit, but at least it's finished. So I'm just going to pause that for now. Oh, okay. Whoopsie daisy. That's finally finished. So obviously the beavers have finished all their other jobs. You have no workers. And there's a million injured beavers. And you're dry. That should be fine. These will keep fresh for 16 days. They've got 7 days. Yeah, we should be okay for that. We are going to literally ditch all of our explosives. But this is the priority. We need to get this laid in sooner rather than later. So just to emphasize that fact, we are going to just say all of this needs to be donezoed sooner rather than later. Yeah, I guess on this level too, to be honest. And I suppose at least let's just go for it. Let's do it all. Why not? Live the dream. Because while these bits are like this, we are not going to get the full pumping depth, so need to make sure that we haven't done anything particularly stupid. And I will do the same with these. They're already done. No idea. It made sense in my head. Clearly not anywhere else. And also do these. We do have a situation with this being in the way now. Kinda sucks, but not much we can do about it at the minute. Well, most of it just takes one stick, so it's mainly extract that's the problem, so with any luck we should be okay. We may just have to try and live through this level of water that we can get in here first. And then just get all the beavers in, pumping as much as humanly possible. Beaverly possible. Just so we can at least fill up the tanks, because we ran this quite low from the last bad tide. Luckily this was on, I think, 22 days. I think. But we are going to need to start to think about how we deal with this as well. So, we are going to need to put in some levees at least here. I don't think we need to get round this way anymore. The paths will get them there if they need to. And I am just going to do that, because I want to get rid of this bit. No. Yes. Like so. That will take them some time, as it's not their priority right now, which is exactly correct. Hopefully we should have 1 million beavers, builder beavers, anyway, working down here to fix that, so with any luck. That's full. Tweet planks can go up. We probably do want it to be that, to be fair, so we'll set it and forget it, at least for now. Go from there. I think the production needs to pick up from these a little bit more. They can have their goods delivered for them, that's alright. Just going to cut it very fine. They may be thirsty. I don't think we're going to lose any beavers doing this. I'd like to think we don't, but we'll see. But yeah, alright. Fine. We just need to pray that it's going to be okay. I think it'll be fine. They're all coming in at least with a million things. We could make things a little bit easier for them if this was... Oh, it is. Oh, good. Would it make sense then, I guess, if we do this? Let's just get that built. The log situation is clearly sorting itself out as well. It probably helps me not building a giant monstrosity out of wood, I suppose. Never mind. So have the planks. Shocker. Oh well. At least I know that it was money, or wood, well spent. And we will lay the other bits and pieces in over here. We may put in some fancy bits with tubes to get stuff constructed above this. and do it from above, properly from above. But we'll see. Right, this tank should be done very shortly, so let's get the power haulers onto that. And if the haulers can keep on top of this, which it doesn't look like they can, okay, maybe they can, but it does mean that we'll be able to get the builder beavers fed enough to get more of this done. At least that's the theory of it all, anyway. And then we're just going to have to rip these stairs out once they've finished everything down here, just to blow these bits out. Needs to be a 3, I believe. We do need a better way to get down here. It's probably better just to come off the side here rather than onto this. I would like to be able to get across, not necessarily do anything with the hill, but put in another platform with at least a couple of more water pumps on it. But this is a lot of jobs, which we don't have the beavers for technically, but we'll see. I think there's a massive death wave. We do have these guys still paused up here, actually, so we could turn on one of these. Only that's nearly done. Not particularly. Alright, well, let's just turn one on. Probably a stupid idea to add more beavers while I'm quite low on water. But so far, so good. I think we're okay. It's so tempting to blow this up, but it will ruin any sort of pathing, and before it becomes a problem, here is a path. Should be able to get to all of that now. This area is probably a problem. That's why it's not been built. Yeah, it was. So, that should, hopefully, alleviate the problem of being able to reach none of this. And I'm guessing that was the problem. I assume they've started up here. Yeah, thought they might. Okay. My bad, but paths are important, apparently, so we've fixed that now. No need to fret. Day and a half to okay. I think we'll be fine. I hope. I think it's 2. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like when we get there. Very nervous. They'll survive a few days without water. I shouldn't panic. Was this finally done? You can get down to plant everything, so that's okay. We should get some more mangrove roots put in. We can expand out this way, although we will need to put in this, I guess. I don't know if they'll need that, but I don't actually think they need that, but okay, 1 day left. Most of this is not done. This is just extracts. That needs pretty much everything. Alright, okay. So it may be a day or 2 in that this is finished, but again, I think we'll just pull the beavers out of whatever spare jobs. A lot of the areas such as these and the holding posts are set to normal priority, so they will be pulled out of there if needed at the higher priority jobs, which I think mainly is pumping and these guys. Yeah, so that said, we should keep the essentials going at least. Although I guess pumping may be not a problem if it's dry, but yeah. There are some still turned on. There is technically 6 extra beavers we could put somewhere else, but it's not a lot of point. They're probably getting injured from the explosives and the wood workshop. We are going to need to get something put in for the beavers down here when we get to bots, because they're going to be the ones that are responsible for this. Because that will ruin the beavers. So thinking along the lines now of well-being. Ooh, we can do this though. Kaboom that though. Rip that out. Get rid. Yeah, so we do have the engine up here, which actually is quite nice for what we want to get done up here. I do need to figure out a way to get them over to this somehow. An interesting dilemma, but we'll figure it out. How high is it? 3. I don't think that's too bad actually. So let's just lay this all in. Get that laid in, because I believe... Cool, cycle 32, day 1. Guess what, everyone? If you was doing something else, your job is now solely this. And I think these should be constructed as a high priority as well. Because right now we are actually... Yeah, alright, so we do have an issue whereby... I can do that though. I forgot completely about that. Let's we do need to lay that in, so I don't know how much deeper these can go. Let's have a look. Okay, no, that's base level, so that's as deep as we can get it, and that's 5. Okay. If we can get all of those to that level, we should be golden. From a pumping capacity, anyway. I think we can blast this bit. And blast this. I don't think I killed anyone. What have I broken here? Oh, right, fine. There we go. And again, this is high priority workplace and the haulers. And we'll have 1,000,001 empty jobs because of this, but needs must. So the water's not banking through there, that's okay. We may as well lay in the 3s that need to be down here, I suppose. And the water starts coming in, so... we are in slightly better situation, although this is terrible down here. If we get these blasted out, I think this is we're gonna have to cheat slightly on this one. Cheat is a strong word, I know, but I would very much like to get that done. Shouldn't take them too long, because I do need to get them out from underneath here so that we can at least pump with these, as they are effectively useless right now. Where are they? Did they get all of these done? I don't know. It's these two down here. They just need to be hit with a hammer and then they should be ready to blow. And there should not be anyone down here at that point. Of course, there's always one. Right, so top priority on that. I think they're done. And while we're here then, I should really stop procrastinating at doing this, if I'm honest, but hey-ho. So let them come down and deal with that. To be fair, they should be able to get that without coming down here, to be honest. It doesn't look like they are. So, big kaboom time. This may or may not go well, so let's see how she goes. That was fun. Not very fun. But we have maximised water potential. I mean, it'd be nice if this wasn't on stilts at that depth, but it's going to be what it's going to be for that one. Okay, so why have they not done this one? Because it's not a priority. So fix that, and I don't think we need to be down here for that, so rip that out. And I'm hoping that is the worst news I've ever seen in my life. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna need to prioritize some things here. Okay, that's good. I don't think they'll be able to do all of that, but we'll see. Kind of messed up on that one as well, but when in Rome, we will tweak the results. Yeah, okay, it's too far. Probably a stupid idea to get rid of that, but do this and do this. And this. This can go, I think. Rip that out. We are... I say, is it a problem? Is it a problem? It's probably not a problem, but it could be a problem if we need to keep this filled, which we do, but it just means it'll take longer to get this to a level where it'll overspill. And I think for the sake of water, it's probably worth it. So let's just fix these. So that's now at a level. That's now at a level, so we can get this water pump back in. Top priority and a medium workplace. And you guessed it, it's going to be more of this. Just zoom through the layers. What I have just thought about tunnels. Tunnels should work to carve this out, actually. I think. I believe. One to attempt, I suppose. But anyway, that is going to be impossible for them to do unless we... What is the best way to get them to do this? It is probably just to rebuild the stairs that I deleted earlier, so let's just do that. I need one of those. That should help. So... Open with that. Sneaky bit of sneaky patch there. Let's fix that. Goodbye to that. I mean, it really isn't, because you can get to here, right? So if you get to there, why can't you get to that? Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fixed. So all of this, they should be able to build from underneath, so I'm just going to blast all that out. I have now made a grave mistake. Never mind. Never mind. Shouldn't have done that, should not have done that, but... They can't get to that, but they will be able to with the power of this path. Can definitely reach it all now. Can they not? Yes, they can. You lie. So, again, the priority is going to be that. That should keep us ticking along nicely from a water pumping point of view. Half a day, it'll be a bad tide. We do not have enough water for this at all. If this is a long drought, we are in serious trouble. Bad tide, not drought. So let's see what good news the RNG will spin for us. I'm gonna hope that it's like 5 days. That's my hope. I know it won't be, but it's my hope. We've got pretty much everything, so that's okay. Yeah. Please be kind. Please be kind. Please be kind. Come on. Let's go. 21 days. It was kind. I think that's kind. I think we're okay with that. That should allow us to pump this dry, which I'm totally cool with. There should be enough water in here to get us, well, maybe not to 2300, but I'm hoping that this will keep going positive for at least half of this before we run out. If this dies, it dies. I will happily accept that. Anyway, they got that done quick. Crikey. All right. So we do need to get this thing running. We have no one to fill it, but we do need it. And we're going to need this sooner rather than later. Although we aren't actually needing metal for anything at the minute. At least yet, so we can worry about that slightly later. Let's just put in these levies here. And I believe we can get rid of these. Need to be very careful here. There is this floods, it would be devastating. But there's one gap, so we are safe at least. And we do need to create some sort of weird dam system in here, which is where the dirt excavator comes in. So I want to channel this out with using mud, not dirt. What I do also want as part of this is putting some of these in. I think just here, to be fair. So let's run L path. Right, so this, I just need you to be open. Don't care about any of that. We can close these if we so wished, but I want to keep this little running for now at least. We need to also plan how this is going to work with the running in the water this way. So, and if this even works, that's the bigger question. And I'm too curious at this point to wait any longer. So, we need a path to run at least here. And somehow channel these two things into it. So, because I built this pit of despair down here, I wonder if it's worth... And not so much filling it in. I don't think it's worth filling it in. What I think is going to be the best for us to do with those constructed, at least for now, I wanted to build a channel that funnels everything this way and then just run it this way. I think is going to be the best thing for us. To that end, we are going to need a little bit of extra room here, so if we kindly blast all of this out. Like so. And I would like those constructed. Is this still going up? It's 706. Yeah, alright, good. So they're chewing through that pretty nicely, so that's okay. We still have at least 3 tubes of water in there, so that's okay. They can reach all of this. Yes, good. And again, when we pull this back, we will pull it back one by one and get them to just lay some dynamites in 3 deep, and then we're about as good as we could make it, so yeah, we are where we are with that one. The ideal would be to get like a full house of all these tanks ready to go, but I don't think we will. Are you still cutting down trees? You are. Let's stop that. Stop that right now. I don't really need trees in this area, to be fair, so... But they can expand naturally. They did anyway, so never mind. Let's just unplant them, I suppose. It'll be fine. It'll expand out as necessary. Just unplant all of this because we don't need it. I mean, we do, but we don't need it. Not yet, anyway. Cool, so I think the water crisis is going to be fine. We've got still upwards trend on that, and there's still plenty of time in there. They are not even remotely paying attention to anything over here, which is okay. What's up with you? Alright, okay. Off you go. And I guess you've got nothing to do either, so get rid of that. And this is going to be another opportunity for us to lay more dynamite, so you guessed it, more of the same. As we are going to get all the trees up here. I believe that's everything. We will need to sink another watering hole somewhere up here. We do need to fix something with this as well, so that's going to be one of those things where scaffolding is going to be needed, I think, for this, to do this job properly. That's nearly finished anyway, so I think I just need to bite the bullet on this and just get rid of it all. So there is going to be loads of goods. I don't think there's an easy way to get rid of this, but I build this. This is wood. No, I did it with dirt. That's maybe better for us, actually. I thought it was all wood. No matter. And I say no matter, but it does matter quite a bit. Okay. New type of landscaping. I have enough for this. So let's just do this. I still don't really know what these arrows mean, but... So, if we do this cleverly and don't put in dirt that we do not need to put in, we can take this out and get these bits in at least, and I will leave the path in. But we're going to blast these out, which they've done, so let's just kaboom that. And we are also going to want to do this. I think I can safely take this out, to be fair. Yeah, okay. So they're going to need to get that channeled out, and the plan should be, at least, if we just lay this out. There's no way they can get down here, so I think that'll be fine. The plan will be to run that like that, and then this one similar sort of course. And then I do wonder if it's possible to at least I don't want to cause myself any major issues here, but I'm probably gonna, so let's just accept that fact now. Are they facing the wrong way? I believe so. Well, damn. So let's just accept the fact that I've pretty much done that wrong, and just accept that fact. That should work. Yeah, so either we need 1,000,000 tons of dirt, which we do not have, because I think this takes 6. But with any luck, they can at least get most of that constructed. Once they've done these bits anyway. And with that dug, we know that we also need to do those bits. So then the bad water will run this way and then through this, and then hopefully, if this works, in fact, we are going to have to go up another level. Well, that gives me an excuse to do this then. So let's do that, and I think you can build dirt on top of these. Yes, you can. So I do need to fill this in, and I do not need to do that. So good job, I checked. But they can still get to everything. That's fine. Here they go. So, right. We need to tank this in, basically. So, again, it's going to be a case of doing this, I think. This is going to be a problem. I think it's just going to be as easy to rip this out. Sorry. So, goodbye to all of this. And all of this. And all of this. And I hope lay it in properly. So, landscape in. And I'm hoping that with the addition of stairs going here, we should be able to build all that. I hope. I probably don't need these two here now I've built that, but never mind. Technically I don't need these, so let's save ourselves some effort. But it does mean we have this path that should get us through most of this. And yeah, I will put that off. Just sneak this way, I think. Goodbye to all of that. Rip that out as fast as possible, thank you. And with that built, we should be able to get all of this. Well, maybe not with the path in the way there, but never mind. So they can't get to it. So we're onto a winner with that one. So we can get that in. Run this way. And then in theory, we can... let's double check my workings here. Do that. Rip these out. Goodbye. No, not these ones. It's here that I need to put them on, so let's just... Don't need to lay that one in, but I'm gonna. And then it should be able to go into there. So the theory, assuming they can still get to all of this, is the water, if it's... Well, it shouldn't be going up. I don't think that's a problem. That should run through here, hit this, run all the way down here, and then drop through all through the other one, up down to the next two layers, and then this, if this spins, it's a success. If it doesn't spin, we're going to waste this time, which would be very hurtful. But yeah, the dirt's going to take them ages to turn to that, as whatever they've filled already is nowhere near done. I guess we have a nice little tunnel now in there somewhere, but never mind. But yeah, we have to grin and bear that one. So, where are we? 12 days of beautiful, beautiful red stuff. We are out of water, so we're stuck with this. So, I think that is enough to get us through 12 days. I hope that's enough to get us through 12 days, put it that way. So, let's just finish this off while we can. Let's get one of the random beavers to come in and fill this in. We technically don't need to rip out the other bits of stairs, but we'll get that not dynamited. That would be stupid. I don't want the rubble. I want this platform. Thank you. get that gone. Let's just get all this picked up. Maybe we need to do some creative pump rejigging to fix that, but what am I after? This, thank you. Let's get that in there. Full steam on that one, and I guess for now, just if I rip this guy out, can you reach these? Yes. I rip this guy out, can you reach these? Yes. If I rip this guy out, you can reach that. I rip this guy out, you can reach those. So kaboom this one here, and that one, and that one. I think we can big boom all of this. So let's get on with it. Lovely. And we should have these two little sneaky ones down here, so let's just kaboom that. And with that done, we can now put these back in. Some may say it was a bit of waste of resources. I do not. I think it was well worth the effort. What I am going to do, though, is waste some more resources on here by sticking in a path down, as I think it's going to be one day useful, but that can be the lowest hanging fruit possible. While we have nothing for these guys to do, guess what? Well, we need to fix this first, but because I've just rebuilt them, so let's just make sure these are all still set. Can't set that. But you guys have got nothing to do, so you can rejoin the workforce. It leaves us with 4 doing nothing. So that should free them up to pursue other careers. I'm hoping in digging. We are kind of short on, well, pretty much everything at this point, so I am going to pause. What am I going to pause? I don't think we need to worry too much about having these running. Or at least one of them. That's 2860. So we are just about breaking even. So we'll leave it at that. We could probably turn off some of the gear workshops, to be honest. And probably some of the plankers, to be fair, so let's just turn off 3. Can we turn one of those off? We can't. Never mind. Right, so it'll take them not too much longer to get finished. All the badwater is beautifully dropping off the edge of the map here, so happy days for that one. We could look at the vanity project at this point. I'm quite keen to give that a go, to be honest. So I say vanity project, it's a very loose word, but I think it's a good plan. Join that back up, and tragically down here is going to be... Oh, this is going to boil my brain like doing this last time was. This is going to be awful, but this did used to exist here. My God. I'm going to need to put these stairs in as I go, otherwise I'm not going to be able to cope with this. What's that, 2? I think. My brain, my poor brain. I can't even tell the difference in the colours. It doesn't help. Another one of those. I have realised that I won't be able to do... no, I can. I can do it. I can do it. This might be a better angle. 1, 2. A 3 and a 2. Oop. 3 and then a 2. 2 3s. And a 1. Again, I apologise for the tedium of watching this, but I think it'll be worth it. This would be easier if there was such a thing as ladders, which I know there is a mod for. I've played these two without mods, so hallelujah. My God. Right. Yep, we have a continuous path. So once they get this monstrosity built, they should then be able to hit all of the tunnels that are down here. In fact, I will lay in that path to fix that before it is a problem. Dirt continues to move at a snail's pace. But I'm hoping that they don't do anything stupid and get themselves stuck, which is highly likely, knowing these guys. Yeah, I am concerned. Oh no, the ladders are finished. Right, cool, awesome. They should not get stuck on that, quote unquote. But I bet they can't build that now. So let's get that in anyway. So let's just chuck this to go this way. Fix it. Right. Yeah, just a case of getting everything else done. So we have 8 days and 10k of water. I think the deepening of this was a very wise idea when we did it. And now that we've got all of this sorted, I think we'll be okay. I am going to do an experiment now. I don't know what this will do. Well, I have an idea of what it'll do. If I do... this and this. Let's run this path in. And if I do that and then use a tunnel, do that, I wonder if it should turn into a platform. And if it does, then we have a way to fix these to get even more space in here. Whether we do the entire depth, I'm not sure. It would be useful, I think, but a lot of woods, but I think worth it just to get the extra storage. Although I do wonder, actually, can they do... no, they won't be able to. Not from above. But let's see how that goes. So, leaving to that. I guess it's still be up here building all of this. Dirt is ticking up, so that's okay. This nice little pit here will continue to do its job. We don't need those, but never mind. Is this done yet? It is, and they are building the tunnels. And they are blowing them out. So, the plan, once this gets done, will be to rip most of this out. There's a little gap here to stop that being a problem, but if I rip out the supports, we should get a nice little U-shape, I think. I hope. But we will see as they dig that out. There's quite a bit for them to do, but... Oh, they are tearing through that quite nicely, actually, so... That's good. I'm hoping that once they've done so much, we just chuck a little path this way. The reason why we have this set up as it is, which actually will be a bit of a problem. I did not account for that. Did not account for that at all. So we will need to dig this out further down and just fill it with a levee once we've channeled this out before we turn this on. And I guess they're doing this because it's probably the oldest job in all creation, as this has been planted for quite a while. Dynamite's suffering a bit with this, but I don't think there's other holes to blast other than this one or two experiments down here. Let's have a look if they've done it. They have, not even slightly. Fine. So we're out of water up here, 6 days to go. These have got 15 days left, so they're okay. Why did you not replant these? What are you doing if you're not here? Aha, fine. I understand. Fixed it now. They have put that in, which is fine, so I guess we can just go with the mangroves. Just chuck them where we can. I don't think we need that path either, so... We'll just need a gatherer flag to deal with that, which should be doable with... not him. Him. Facing this way. Yeah. Okay. That'll do. That'll do nicely. So, 6 days. As long as we're not going from absolute bare minimum of empty water, I think we'll be fine. I'm hoping there's enough. It's just that they can't get to it because of these. I'm hoping that's the case. Yeah, it will be. That's fine. So yeah, it's just a case of filling this gap. I don't think we can put in anything down here actually, so let's just see. I don't think you can lay these in. No, you can't. Don't think you could. Right, so back to the top. Let's see. Tree's looking good. That's fine, that's recovered. We've got enough logs at this point to not really have to worry about it. We will need to rebuild the abomination of pipework to get it up to this level, but it'll just be a case of doing that as we get to it. Again, it's going to be, I think, tubeways going to fix that problem for us, and just run it around the outside to build all of it. Okay, so let's just see where we get to on the last 5 days. I think there's plenty of water at this point, so that's good. We still have 1 million beds, so that's fine. Population is holding steady at 250, so I think we can look to increase that because we're going to need a lot more pumpers. So let's just get another one running. Not entirely sure how many they can produce on their own. Are we just out of dirt, or are they doing the other thing? That's fine. Really could do with them concentrating on that, to be honest, but looks like they're starting to come back in. Yeah, alright, good. So that must mean that this job is wrapping up down, not here. Don't know why I went all the way over there. This job is wrapping up around here, so they must have their orders. Let's just go back down. Yes, they can reach everything. So we may as well watch and wait, I guess. There's 2 more to go. I believe in the beavers to get this done quickly. I mean, I did. Less so. They just need to hit this with a hammer and we'll be done. I guess that's tomorrow's job for the beavers. I didn't realise that was the bottom of the map as well. But there's a mine there as well. So we get this exploded as quickly as possible. Please. Pretty please. Thank you. So, first things first, we need to stop them from coming down here. I'm hoping that that is just a staircase, which it mostly looks to be. Ditch that as well, so let's get rid of that. And, in theory, I need to be careful with this, actually, so... Okay, it doesn't quite do the same as effect as I wanted it to, but yes, please. wasn't quite as fancy and magical as I was hoping. I was hoping for a bit of a bigger lump, I suppose. But I mean, you can still see some of the inner workings, so it's kind of nice. If we want to make the U-shape, we're going to have to blast it from above, but I don't think I'm gonna. I will leave that like that, though. I like to see just a few inner bits working, so leave that as it is. So it's just a case of waiting for them to get on with the dirt, and I guess while they were doing the other bits and pieces, they managed to dig quite a few bits, so there should be enough dirt to keep them busy at least. Have they done this? They have. And it worked a treat. Don't think we need that path there, though. Okay, so let's rip that out. They should be able to reach this, I think, because it's from above. But they may have needed the stairs, to be fair, but never mind. So, oops. If we get rid of that. Apparently they can build all that, so we will see. Like the way that it doesn't kill them when it explodes in the face, but weird. Just need to wait for that to be hit with a hammer. But the theory is a success, so that will provide us with more storage. So I guess the question is, how do we tackle, excuse the dodgy camera angles, how do we tackle dealing with this? I think it's going to be a case of a cheeky staircase, I think. I don't know what, if any of that, they'll be able to build from up here, to be honest, but maybe some of it, maybe none of it, but we'll find out. Well, they can do some stuff at least. Okay, it wasn't a lot, so fair enough. So cheeky staircase it is. So that's gonna be an abomination like this, I think. That should get them in up top here. So where's this path over here gone? Need to take a bit of a weird and wonderful route so as not to interfere with any of the pipes. But they can carve out at least the middle channel. It is literally going to be just the end ones, which are the worst that could be, I suppose. Because then we can just get a path and run it straight down the line. Need to see layers. Probably doesn't help that they're blowing up right in his face, to be honest, and I don't need to be that deep for it, but... so I think they can blow these up, but it's just the edge ones, so with any luck they can get this sorted out soon. Looks like they're coming in to build that, so prioritize this, my friends. So 6 1,000 water, 1 day left. I think we're in pretty good stead. They can work on this while it's underwater. As the platforms don't take up any space. And then we'll just, I think they can reach up too high anyway, so once this layer's gone, I think we'll actually be okay. Let's see how that goes for us shortly. Here comes the water, so we are about to need every beaver back into here. So construction's gonna slow down just a teensy bit. Wow, 23 jobs. Alright, fair enough. We do have quite a few injuries. I think that'll be because of the dirt excavator, probably. He's one of those that probably been quicker in wood, but never mind. Yeah, I would like to cover it in the Imperial floors as well, but they can't walk on that, which is kind of annoying. That should help them a bit, I think. And if it can work on both sides of that at least, we should be a-okay. Yeah, we could probably actually just lay this in. The danger, which will come from this, is if we open this up, we'll be generating hopefully a lot of power, but very, very little use for it, as there is nothing to get it over here, which we should probably think about sooner rather than later. So what's going to be the easiest way to run a power pole across? Right, that has ended. They should start pumping instantly. So that was 5k water, so happy days. It's weird that came up thinking it was bad water, but whatever. Okay. Oh, they've done this. Happy days. Goodbye to all this. And let's just blow these. Detonate, please. Also. And we should have a nice, decent layer of stuff over here. We do. I don't think they'll be able to get to that. And it's probably too far away for any of the builder beavers to get through to it. Bit of a shame, but we could fix it technically, but we'll do that next time, I think. So, I believe, while this is still under construction, we're kind of waiting for it to finish. So next time we will look at running the power poles in, whether that runs this way and across, or up and over, or something. I don't know, but we'll figure that one out later. We will finish mining out, cheesing the tunnel system to get us a bit more storage in here. And with any luck, eventually this will fill up with enough water to get this working. Takes a day extra, so that's not the worst it could have been. But we do have quite a lot of storage now. We could even chimble this away to see what we've got left. And a bit of extra storage, because we don't need the trees, so that should be fine. Right. Okie dokie. So, with that said, I think we will wrap up this episode here. We'll rip those out while we're waiting, but we can at least put it on the list of things for them to get round to. And then we'll sort out planting some more trees up here. We will need to tackle this badwater, but that's going to be used for the impermeable floors, but again, next time. But cool. Other than that, if you have any comments, please throw them down below. I promise this will at least have badwater going through it next time, by hook or by crook, even if it's a 3-hour episode. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and the patience of waiting with this thing. I hope you was excited to see this work, as at least pray this works as much as I am. And if anything else crops up, we will tackle that at the time with the beavers' help, no doubt. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.